The situation is unprecedented. Massive armies appearing from nowhere. Every country's militaries are completely overwhelmed. Most have only managed to dig in and create clumsy lines of defense, but those won't hold forever. The enemy forces don't stay down permanently. They replenish their forces within hours and rush the lines again. I won't lie, this is a critical world-ending scenario. Yulia was telling the truth, and with all the official armed forces bogged down protecting major population centers, it falls to us to try and solve the problem.
Dallas, what do you think?
I think you're in charge.
What? What do you mean?
Let's get this out of the way. My daughters were taken. I am not in the right mindset to lead and make logical decisions. I don't have the luxury of running off and taking a break right now, but I can step down from command. Sophia, I want you to make the call on this.
Are you sure?
You're just as experienced as I am. I wouldn't risk the world if I had any doubt.
All right. Let's go over what we know and what we have to work with. Ellie, I'm going to guess that the sirens are effectively crippled.
That's an understatement. Skylar and Tabitha are missing, and Celeste took a bad hit in the initial fight. She'll live, but can't fly for at least a week.
So basically, it's just us two.
And Aurora was also injured, so we're down our own leader.
Then I guess you're in charge for us, Zenaida.
What? Me?
I already spoke to Aurora. She wants you in command while she's grounded.
She wouldn't have said that if she didn't believe you could handle it.
Are you all sure? You're ready, Zenaida, in my opinion. Our exercises have improved your flying to the best I've ever seen from your family. There's nothing else I could possibly teach you. Trust yourself. All right, let's continue then.
How's the refugee situation?
Not ideal. We've taken in as many as we can, but we just don't have the supplies to take care of everyone for any length of time. The medical hangar is overwhelmed, and the director is doing everything possible to get us more resources. But I'm concerned about him.
Because of Skylar?
He knows she's missing, along with their baby. He's good at hiding it, but you can tell he's off.
Unfortunately, finding Skylar is the least of our concerns right now.
What do you mean?
Don't get me wrong. I want her and everyone else back safe and sound. But we're talking about the end of the world here. Every second we spend talking, someone is dying. We have to prioritize stopping this whole thing before all else.
Yeah, you're right. Damn it.
Skylar is the best fighter we have, and Tabitha's no slouch. They can handle themselves.
I hope you're right. At any rate, I thought our new friends might be able to offer some insight into the situation.
Hello, everyone.
Tichka Burin, Yulia's adoptive daughter. Also, don't be so nervous. You are not under arrest.
Could have fooled me.
Sorry, we needed to be sure you weren't a threat. You and the Baroness were highly unexpected.
Though your intervention was timely and appreciated.
But not timely enough. I am sorry I allowed your friends to be taken.
You still saved us, Lady Baroness. Thank you.
You are welcome, cheerful soul. And please call me Louisa.
Not to pry, but how are you still alive?
The details are still a mystery to me. Even Tichka doesn't quite know how her mother pulled my revival off. And in terms of the overall situation, I only know who I need to kill. Nothing else.
But I know more. Mother first realized this group, the Eternal Strife, existed several decades ago when they stole her research into revitalization technology.
Revitalization, the same tech that brought Mina and others back to life.
That is right. It is her life's work. Mother was furious when her data was stolen. She began investigating them, only to realize that what they intended to do with the technology was, frankly, horrific. As you can see.
Reviving the dead on a mass scale?
Not even just that. Enraging them, driving them to fury and wrath. Destruction. The gas you see is not harmful to living beings, but to the dead. It is like every hostile impulse being triggered at once. Mother didn't invent the gas, though she did once get a sample and was disturbed.
I have a hard time picturing Yulia being disturbed.
It didn't happen often. The gas not only angers the dead, but gives them form. They can interact with the physical world and cause great harm. She also never figured out a way to stop it. The only solution is to remove the gas entirely. It is a highly unstable compound, so it will dissipate eventually.
But then why hasn't it already? It's global. All over the place.
Because of the emitters, the Eternal Strife created multiple gas emitters and set them in strategic locations across the world. They also stole Mother's stealth technology, so they are well hidden, but they can still be found.
How?
Miss Spectre, do you have a current satellite view of the planet available?
Yes, just a second.
Do you see these spots where the gas is much thicker?
Yes, it's basically impossible to see through, so an emitter must be there.
Right. That's how we can find and destroy them. Mother left plans for a device that shuts down her own stealth camo. Use it close enough to an emitter and you will see it. But it is likely that dead will be extremely strong around them. It would be very dangerous.
How many dead we talking here?
Depends on the location. We've got reports of spectral armies from all eras in human history. Aztecs down south, Native Americans out west, Civil War, both Union and Confederate, in the southeast, Revolutionary War armies northeast, multiple tribes and colonist forces in Africa, Mongol hordes in northern China, and do not even get me started on western Russia right now.
Blitzkrieg.
And Napoleon's armies. Everywhere is a battlefield. Some are fleeing to the Antarctic, but even the oceans aren't safe. Spirits of submarines and their crews are everywhere, and the war in the Pacific basically never ended.
Imperial Japan marches again.
They do. Tichka, if you would, can you help us locate the most likely places the emitters would be?
Of course. Do you have a person of technical prowess on site? I have the plans for the device to disable the cloak right here.
Kika would be best for that. I'll take those to her.
Sure you're all right, Dallas?
No, that's why you're in charge right now. But I can handle a delivery job.
Sorry I'm late. Raina needed some backup running off a few more of those skeleton abominations and...
Hello?
Oh, bloody hell. Not again.
I need my autograph book, Lady Red Baroness. I am your biggest fan.
Good gracious.
I've read every book about you. I've studied all your techniques.
They were actually Manfred's, to be honest.
Mina, now's not the time for this.
We could all die tomorrow, and I am not leaving this mortal plane again until I obtain a lock of the Baroness's perfect hair.
A lock of my what?
Please, just one.
No.
I'm gonna go see Kika now.
So, you all right? I have a wonderful herbal remedy for morning sickness if you need it.
Don't bother. How the hell am I even here? How do you know I'm pregnant, and what are you scheming now?
That's a whole lot of questions, but I will answer. It is as I said. I intercepted the teleportation that would have sent you into the middle of the ocean. I assume Reba Raptor already informed you of our encounter.
She did.
Well, I decided to do my own investigation into the matter. Clearly threatening my daughter is grounds for someone being utterly annihilated by me. I was curious about the Zeppelin's method of disappearing, and you will be unsurprised to learn that back when the finality was still a thing, we also investigated the potential.
You worked on teleportation tech?
Yes, briefly. Even built a prototype. It would have been easier to teleport the nanoprobes to the target rather than bother with a missile. But the plan was quickly abandoned due to the insane amount of energy teleportation requires. We simply couldn't generate enough at a time in secret for it to be feasible.
Yeah, well, good.
I figured you'd appreciate that. At any rate, I did learn quite a lot about the specifics of the method. More to the point, the prototype can still tap into teleportation frequencies and redirect them. I detected several and picked yours by chance. I expected an enemy. Colour me surprised when it turned out to be an unconscious phantom.
We are enemies.
Details. Intercepting your signal broke my prototype, but you seemed intact. I ran some scans to make sure you were healthy, and that's how I found out about your pregnancy. Then I let you rest. As far as my scheme, I have none. This latest crisis isn't my doing.
Why keep me alive when you realized it was me?
What reason would I have to kill you?
For stopping your plans?
Oh goodness, I hold no grudges over that. Wars are not fought between people. They are fought between ideologies. We had conflicting opinions regarding the future of humanity, and we crossed swords over them. You won, I lost. That's the end of it. Killing you now, over petty revenge, would mean nothing. Besides, this new threat is far worse than anything I had planned.
Worse than annihilating a continent?
Yes. Come, let me show you what's been going on.
Oh my god, they're everywhere.
Spirit warriors, yes. Of every army that has marched these lands. Mongolian hordes to the north, Imperial Japanese to the east, armies of the Three Kingdoms scattered across the middle. It's utter chaos, and the rest of the planet is no better.
Isn't this the kind of destruction you wanted?
No, of course not. Weren't you listening when I told you my plans?
Kinda tuned you out after a while.
I wanted peace. I destroy one location on a mass scale and then become the enemy of the world. They all unite to destroy me, but they are allies as a result. A world without conflict was always my goal, though my methods were monstrous, I admit. But this is just unchecked carnage. No limits, no restraint, and it will not stop until everyone is dead.
I need to get back to the museum. I need to contact them.
You can't. Communication lines are jammed up with everything falling apart. I've tried to get through, and even secure government connections aren't working reliably.
Great. Then I guess I'm flying blind.
In your condition, I do not recommend that.
I'll be fine. I don't need your help.
Listen, Skylar. You hate me, and that's completely reasonable. Nothing I do will change that. But right now, the entire world is on the brink of destruction, and we are among the few that might be able to stop it. We must, just for this, stand together. You can go on despising me afterwards, but unless we do something, there won't be a world where you can hate me in.
I still don't know that you aren't responsible for this. After everything you expect me to... Oh God.
You okay in there?
Did you mention some kind of herbal remedy before?
I'll go prepare some now.
This gas is the most perplexing compound I've ever seen. It's like it's made of both physical molecules and something else.
May I see?
Go ahead.
I think it's more spirit shreds, or something similar.
Do you think they're using the shreds to make the gas since it's a byproduct of the energy production?
It wouldn't surprise me, which means that pieces of spirits are also trapped in the gas. No wonder it smells like death. This is a nightmare.
Hey, Kika. Sorry to bother you. Can you make the device in these plans?
Let me see. Yes, I believe so. I imagine this is important to the future of the world as we know it?
It is.
Then I won't bother asking for the details. Ophelia, why don't you look into your books for anything about using spirit shreds in this manner, while I start building this design?
Any luck with a counteragent?
Not so far. Let me know when you figure out who's responsible for this so I can kill them myself.
For once, I wouldn't be opposed. Hey, what's this?
Whoa, don't touch that.
Sorry.
It's fine. Just didn't want you to get hurt. That's a prototype variable form device. It's not at all ready yet.
Variable form device?
Yes. I got to thinking that Yulia's revitalization tech was essentially building vehicles on a whim. Even if I couldn't get them to be sentient like she did, it was still impressive. Then I thought, what if I adapted the part I got working into an already living vehicle? The idea is to allow the user to switch configurations on the fly, or even turn into alternate variations of our own families.
That sounds amazing. Does it work?
Well, yes, but you really shouldn't use it.
Why not?
Though the process works just fine on some junked cars, when I tried it on myself, it caused the worst and most agonizing pain you can imagine. I think I could survive it, but it is so not worth it, and that amount of pain makes it impractical for actual use by anyone.
I see. A shame. We might be able to use something like that right now.
Agreed. But for now, I'll just have to focus on these plans you gave me.
So, that's... Jesus, at least 10 likely locations for emitters. Spread out across every continent save for Antarctica.
That does seem to be the case.
Well, let's get a plan of action going. Sophia?
We'll need to hit them as quickly as possible. Split up. Send teams to each of them and bring them down.
But how will we decide who goes where?
History. We'll send whoever has fought in specific areas before. It'll give us some advantage in terms of what to expect. Gisela, Mina, Dallas, and I will go to Western Europe. Momo, you go with Chloe and the Grumman girls to the Pacific. Freya, you and Vera take Ukraine.
Just like old times.
The worst times, yeah.
The tank girls should take the one here in the States. Henrietta and Honey can head to South America.
Then I guess Amber and I will go to the Middle East.
Katarina should head to Vietnam. And Sela Starfighter.
I'll go with them too.
Let's write all this down to get everything straight. Oh, we'll also need someone to stay here and help with overseeing the operation.
I volunteer.
Spider, where did you come from?
Sorry. Even in my wheelchair, the stealth still works. Listen, I can't fly anyway, and I have experience with operations management. Let me help.
I have no issue with it. Thank you, Spider. I could use the assistance.
You are welcome.
And what of me?
You'll stay here for now. Too many unknowns, and we need someone skilled to stay behind and protect civilians.
I see. Well, I don't like it, but if that's where you think I should be.
I promise you, when we know where our enemies are, you'll be the first person I call.
I'm counting on it. These women have no right calling themselves veterans of the Great War after what they've done.
Everyone get your teams together and grab what supplies you can. I'll try to organize refueling stops and supply drops as I'm able.
Sure there aren't any nano machines in this tea?
Ha! Oh my, no. My nanobots haven't worked since you beat me, and I have no intention of making any more. It's just tea. If I wanted you dead, I'd have done that already.
True. It's good. Stomach feels better.
It should offer some relief, yes.
We shouldn't delay then. We need to do something.
So you're willing to work together?
One wrong move out of you and you'll get a sidewinder up your ass.
That's fair. Well, truthfully, I don't really have a path forward. Everything is in chaos.
You said you detected more than one signal? With the teleportation, I mean?
I did. What are you thinking?
I know your machine is broken, but can you still see where the others went? At least 3 of them should be enemies.
Yes, give me a moment. Here we are. 7 signals. 1 was yours. 3 went to the same place, somewhere in the upper atmosphere near northern Iceland. Another went to South America, 1 to Egypt, and the last to the Changbai Mountains.
Changbai? As in North Korea?
Yes, a hop, skip, and a jump from here, though I doubt they're in a welcoming mood.
You're Chinese. Aren't you allies?
Normally, but right now they're in full isolation mode given the situation. However, I think we can still get across the border without major issue.
Then let's be off.
Just a moment. Jing, Kuanquanshi, may you de xiaoxi jubie chulai, haoma?
Jing, your daughter, right?
Yes, just need her secure first.
Fine, but hurry. Don't want whoever was sent to North Korea captured by them.
Oh, trust me, I know what they're like.
Attention unidentified aircraft. This is Squad 7 of the Democratic People's Republic of Korea. You are to drop all your weapons and follow us to the nearest airbase to surrender at once. You have 30 seconds to comply. We have you completely surrounded and outnumbered. There is no escape. Drop your weapons at once or be destroyed.
It's not the plane. It's the plane. Don't think. Just do it.
Where are we?
Ah, finally come to, little abominations.
Who are you?
That's not important. You best get comfortable. Neither of you are going anywhere.
Let us go!
Silence. Your yapping is annoying. Yulia, make the preparations. Don't worry about painkillers. Let them suffer.
You're Yulia, so you're behind this.
Oh, you know her? Well, you'll find it hard to get any conversation from that little pea brain of hers now. She's completely under our control.
Control?
Get to work, Yulia. I have other things to attend to.
Yulia, can you even hear us? We haven't met since you tried to shoot us down. We don't know what's happening, but if you can understand, please help us.
Easy, girls. I promise nothing is going to happen to you.
Huh? You're...
Shh! Keep quiet. This is our secret, okay? Just stay calm and bear with all the craziness these people throw at you. I'll make sure any discomfort is at a minimum. When it's time to escape, you two will know it. Trust me.
How are you going to get us out? Why can't we leave now?
You can't see them, but there are thousands of their soldiers here. We can't get out yet. But we will. I give you my word. As far as the how, well, just like all the others before them. These fools will never see me coming.